What's going on, guys? Quickly before we start, I just wanted to say that this video is sponsored by API. API, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. So let's get into it. What's going on, Visionaries? Welcome back to another video. So today we're actually upgrading our betta fish's new tank, but I want to do a little bit of feeding and a few other updates. But last video we actually got two new big channel catfish for our pool pond, so let's go see how they're doing. Now, as you guys know, we kind of got a little, a little sketch cover over here. We're gonna fix this pole. This is why it's kind of, leaning down. But anyways, we actually have one of the catfish right there. He's swimming around. Do I have some food? I think I have some food because it's sinking, and I'm just hoping that at some point in the day they're just gonna eat it. So I threw it right there in the middle, but that's kind of what I've been trying to, get them to eat. I'll just throw some pellets in there. But it's all cool, they're out swimming. They actually like to hide under this little bin, which has my baby albino channel catfish. And again, this pond will be getting some fish soon. I'm just trying to lower the ammonia a little bit. All right, we got some mealworms for Red right there. He'll be chomping on those. I might even put a little bit of vitamin on it, some calcium. Now, yesterday, as I was scrolling through some comments, as I normally do, I actually saw a comment on this one video where it actually said that he wants an update on our Pac-Man frog. So here you go. So, reason I got the glove, Pac-Man frogs, sometimes our oils on our hands actually can hurt these frogs. It annoys them, irritates them a lot. And sometimes why I'm patting down on the ground is because sometimes I feed this guy mealworms, which we are doing today. And with mealworms, sometimes they dig in the dirt. So if I kind of flatten the dirt a little bit, it's harder for the mealworm to actually go into the dirt and get away from the frog, so the frog can easily eat it. So this is our Pac-Man frog setup. I'll put a card right up here so you can see the setup of this guy, because I used an old crested gecko enclosure. Saved a tank, saved money. There he is. He just hopped right over there. And they need plenty of moisture. Here's our little guy. He's doing really well. And put him in here. Not harmed at all. He's getting nice and plump. Now, our betta actually is the reason we're making this video today, which stay tuned for that setup. And we can start off with one little plain one right here, but just pop it here in the corner. I like to make it semi-easy for him. There we go. It just went out of focus right as he went on it. Ooh, he got him. I think he got some dirt with it. Hopefully, he got him. All right, so I'll let him hop in there for a little while, but turtle time. If you don't know these guys, you're missing out. They're probably our channel favorites. We got Liv and Maddie, the two baby sliders. And over here, we got the red belly cooter. Hello, trying to wave at us right now. You can see the red belly. Now, feeding these guys is actually really simple. A little bit of water, just enough to cover their heads. Now, grab a turtle. In this case, we got Liv. Now, these are the pellets I use. Now, how much you want to feed them? That's the question a lot of people ask, how much to feed them. Now, you want to imagine pellets inside of their head. You should feed them every day to every other day, depending on how much. Feed them about as many pellets as you think they could fit in their head. So, you see these baby pellets? How many of those could fit inside of that little turtle head? That's good for about every day, every other day, depending on how fast you want your turtle to grow, just all that. Now, guys, that's practically everyone here in my room, and that's pretty much all the animals we have at the moment. Lightning, our Platinum Betta Fish. She's messed up a few of her plants, but in everything, that's why we're doing a whole new setup involving that tank right there. This is Lightning. She's getting a lot bigger, right, hiding up there by the filter. Tank not looking the crispiest it can, which I want it to look awesome. And a lot of people struggle with whether betta should be kept in a 2.5 gallon, which is a minimum, or a 5 or 10 gallon. And I'm just going, dope video, plus we get to upgrade the betta tank. Now, we're actually going to be using a few new liquid products, which brings us to today's sponsor. Now, API has actually been one of the top leaders in the aquarium and fish industry for over 60 years. Now, I personally don't want to advertise any product to you guys that I don't either use or I don't believe in. And this is literally what I use for practically all of my setups. This is one of my favorite, API Quick Start. All of these bottles teach you what they do and how to use it. Here, Quick Start allows instant addition of fish, limits the ammonia and nitrite. And over here, it tells you step by step how to use it and all the benefits. I'll have a website linked down below where you can buy any of their products you want. Now, here are just a few products that we're actually going to be using today. Now, you can buy these pretty much anywhere, at big retail stores. You can find them just at PetSmart, literally right here. They're also right here, over here, and over here. They're easily available. So guys, we got our 5-gallon tank right here. We're just gonna quickly unbox it. No instructions needed. A little filter cover. And in all, here's the tank. So nice, pretty 5-gallon. The reason I chose this is because this was about, I believe, in the store, about $69, $70. You can kind of get a taller version of this one, but I like it because the filter is nice and hidden right here. The filter's right there. You know, it's not one of those hang on the sides. It fits all really well together. So we're gonna set this up and start replacing it with our other beta tank, and we're gonna be adding some new stuff that I got at the pet store, along with showing you those API products. Let's get it. Put it just right down here. All right, looks pretty good. All right up here. Filter pads, everything in there. Now, I actually just bought some sand right here. So we're gonna put this in a little bit and wash it out, because if you don't know, if you don't wash your sand out before you put it in your tank, it makes your tank really, kind of dirty, particles floating everywhere. So if you wash it out beforehand, it'll look clean really quick. All right, so we got the top here. Everything in here is actually looking fairly well. You want, this may be 1.5 inches of substrate, because the thing is with sand, even though it looks nice and natural, the roots in here, I made sure I got the plants that will be good for sand. But if you had plants that, you're putting into the dirt, into the sand is not the easiest thing for roots to grab onto and grow off of. So that's why you want to maybe a little more, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. All right, so we added some nice rocks in here, some fish safe rocks. My plan is to actually maybe put a plant, because we have a grass and 2 other plants, and whatever plants are still good in there. But I want to try to redo some of the plants. Put some sort of, I want to have the 2 big plants right in there, sink them down there, maybe with a rock, or plant them in if they're able to. And then maybe have the grass, because I have 1 grass plant. I'm trying to figure out where I want it. Alright guys, the whole setup is done. The plants are all in there. We may add some more rock structure, but I think it's looking pretty good. We're going to be adding another Java ball, moss ball, from my other tank in here. It's kind of old, but hopefully it still does good. So here it is. So guys, here it is. I got all the bigger plants and little pots, kind of plastic homemade pots down there. With some little gravel mixed with sand, so they can kind of grab on, because their roots like to grab onto things. And we got those little grass hairs. Honestly, this actually looks really dope. I love the colors. The color scheme works pretty well. So now what we're actually going to be doing is adding water into this, and maybe a couple cups of my previous water, but this is a new tank. So we're adding new water, and we're going to add our new API products. Now I think the best way is to actually open this up right here, and probably pour the water into this filter, and then have it go out these holes, because you don't want your water just be splashing everywhere. You're going to ruin your plants, you're going to mess up your sand. So we're going to pour it in there, and it should fill up. Alright guys, so all the water is in. I just had a little 3-gallon bowl right here, and I used a little cup, poured everything in. It's looking pretty good. Now the thing is, this is where you need to add different liquids to help this water be safe. This is just straight tap water. There's probably chlorine in this, and maybe, not harmful, but like, if you were to put a fish in here and these live plants, they would probably die. So what you need to do is to first start off some API stress coat. Now stress coat, it tells you how to use it, but basically on the top it says removes chlorine, and chloramines, it detoxifies heavy metals, protects the fish, it replaces their slime coat so that they're all safe for transferring, proven to reduce fish stress. So it tells you exactly how much to add just right there on the back. So we're gonna follow the instructions and put it in, and then we're actually gonna let it run for about 15 minutes. And I'm gonna plug it in, via right here, just through the bottom, and everything should automatically turn on. So it's about 15 minutes later. All the chlorine should be out of this tank by now, which means we can add all of our other special things we got. So we can also add this old moss ball. All right, little moss ball chilling back there. All right, so I'll get my little list of products, tell you about it, and then put it in. So here we got Ammo Lock. It basically is gonna detoxify any ammonia that's in here. Now we're gonna add the API Leaf Zone, and this is just gonna it's just gonna promote a lot of good aquarium like plant growth. Now we're gonna add the CO2 booster, promotes a vibrant, healthy planet aquarium, easy to use liquid carbon. Leaf zone, CO2 booster, go good together. Now the rest of these two that we are gonna add is really just gonna make the tank really good, because this stuff, stress zyme and quick start, have live bacteria in it. So I'm actually gonna let this sit for maybe about another 10 minutes while these other liquids, get used to the water, and then we're gonna add these bad boys. All right, it's a little later. Now I'm gonna add the quick start, which allows instant addition of fish, limits toxic ammonia and nitrite, prevents fish loss, contains live nitrifying bacteria. Hey guys, Future David. Just to interrupt something real quick. Again, with this API quick start, what some people will comment about is that you still want to cycle your tank. With API and API's products, when you put this quick start in, you still want to wait a few days, or maybe if you're transferring over, add some biological media that's still attached to your filter pad. Maybe put your filter pad in your new aquarium. I added some beneficial bacteria from my filter pad, so it's all good. But for you starting out new stuff, you still want to run it a little bit. And don't forget to use your API test kit to, make sure your water is safe. See ya. Add a little into the filter area. Now we have stress zyme, which this one, it keeps the aquarium clean. It also contains live bacteria to consume sludge and reduces aquarium maintenance. So guys, that's all the products we used right there. I've shown you them all. And if you want to get them, go link down in the description below. Thank you API for sponsoring this video and sending me these products to make this. So here is the full finished 100% tank without the fish yet. There he is. Water temp is pretty much near the same. There he goes. I'm actually going to be going on a big trip soon, so watch out for that. That's going to be at the end of this month. But I hope you all have an amazing day. Drop video ideas what I should do down below. But Bible verse of the day is popping up right here. I like to share my faith with you guys, and this is an easy way where I can do it. Positive comment shout out right there. I hope you enjoyed a little shout out. If you want a shout out in a future episode, type one down below. So my name is David. This is FishVisions. Find your vision and follow it. Be a visionary today and subscribe. And I will see you beautiful people next video. Peace.